Strange things your body remembers from ancient times. Your body looks modern, but it runs on ancient survival software. From sweaty palms to shivering in the cold, you're not broken, you're prehistoric. Let's get started. 9. Morning sickness. It's not simply nature being nasty when pregnant women feel sick. It's an old security system. In the past, when our predecessors ate whatever looked good, pregnancy was a gamble with food. A poor piece of meat or a suspicious mushroom might kill both the mother and the baby. So evolution makes pregnant women loathe everything that might be dangerous. That's why the scent of fish makes them want to throw up right away, or why a vegetable that tastes a little unpleasant tastes like poison. Because it was sometimes. The body becomes a paranoid food critic in the first few weeks of pregnancy. That meat looks like it's a day old. No. Those berries smell weird. No way. It's like having Gordon Ramsay in your gut, but instead of yelling, he makes you puke up. The timing is not random. Morning sickness is at its worst when the infant is most likely to get sick from pollutants. The nausea normally goes away after the baby is more mature. So when a pregnant woman turns green when she smells food, it's because her body is running software that has kept babies safe for a long time. 8. The white part of your eyes. First look at the eyes of a dog, then the eyes of a chimp. Most of them are dark. Look at a person's eye now. That white substance isn't a mistake in the design. It's evolution that is making us into walking phones. Most animals hide where they are looking. It's a way to stay alive. You don't want either predators or prey to know what you're up to. But somebody went the other way and put up neon signs that pointed to where we were looking. Our predecessors were better at working together than at hiding, which is why we are such bad poker players. When hunting a mammoth with other people, it was important to talk without making noise. A simple look may signify danger over there, or food this way, and you wouldn't even have to say anything. You can see exactly where someone is gazing from across the room. Give that a try with your cat. Their eyes are made to help them stay hidden. Ours are made for working together. Babies can learn to follow eye direction before they can even walk because this white eye trait is so strong. It's like having a built-in GPS that tells you where other people are looking. The whites of your eyes are an old technology that helped us become the best team players. That scent that comes when it rains. That lovely smell that comes from rain falling on dry earth. The one that makes you want to go outside and breathe. Isn't it strange that it's your brain operating programs that are ancient than farming. The smell is called petrichor. It signifies that your forefathers knew they wouldn't die of thirst. For most of human history, rain wasn't merely lovely weather. It made the difference between a group living on or leaving behind archaeological traces. That scent meant everything in locations where water was hard to find. It meant that plants would flourish, animals would come back, and kids wouldn't go hungry. The smell comes from bacteria and oils in the soil, but your brain has known for thousands of years that this smell represented a big win. Think about how you reacted. Rain can make a bad day feel better all of a sudden. Your brain is creating positive chemicals because it thinks you found the key to the survival lottery. Our forefathers who were attracted by this smell ran to places where it was raining. They discovered food, water, and other things they needed. People who didn't care about the stench probably died in a drought. So smelling the rain isn't poetry. It's a program for staying alive. That ring of skin in your throat. Those strange lumps of tissue in the back of your throat. The ones that get bigger when you're unwell. They aren't design flaws, they are the bouncers of your body. The name of it is Waldier's ring, a ring of tissue that includes your tonsils and adenoids. They all work together to make a biological kill zone for bacteria. This ring is just at the entrance of your body. This is where everything you eat, drink, or breathe goes. Evolution put a security system at the entrance door. This was very important when our ancestors drank from streams and ate food that wasn't safe. No antibiotics, no hospitals. Just them and the bacteria on their huge steak. These tissues take samples of everything. Food is great. A lethal pathogen implies it's time to sound the alarm. They are full of immune cells that are ready to find and recall dangers. Sometimes they go too far and get tonsillitis. Your old security system is just being too careful. Taking out tonsils now doesn't mean they don't work. It means we're used to eating food that has been stored in the fridge and drinking water that has been purified. Your throat ring is still on guard. Your body thinks you're about to fight a bear if your hands feel clammy during a job interview. That sweaty palm isn't aiming to ruin your social life. It was a program that saved lives. When our forefathers were in peril, they didn't have time to worry about their hands being slippery. Their bodies turned on the palm sprinklers on their own. A little bit of dampness makes it easier to hold on, not wet through, just the right amount of clamminess to make rough surfaces like tree bark or rock faces more slippery. Think about being chased by something with teeth. You need to climb up a rock or tree. Hands that are completely dry could slip. If your hands are a little wet, you are an ancestral Spider-Man. The same thing happens to your feet. When your socks are damp, it means your body is getting ready for a sprint without shoes. Your brain doesn't know you're in a conference room with shoes on. This superpower became a social nightmare in modern life. Your date doesn't require the best grip for climbing trees. Your employer doesn't care that you're ready to climb a cliff. But your body doesn't know the difference between giving quarterly reports and running away from predators. If your palms are sweaty, you're ready to act. Not scared. Ready for battle. 4. Your inner fish. You have gill slits in your womb for a short time. Like a fish. But you weren't going to be born breathing underwater. Every human embryo grows pharyngeal arches. These turn into gills in fish. They turned into pieces of your head and neck. Your body was following an old formula and then modified it a little to build a person, not a fish. This is evolution recycling. Your body doesn't start from scratch. It employs the same basic blueprint that fish utilized hundreds of millions of years ago and then changes it. The gill slits in human embryos grow into vital components like the jaw, middle ear bones, and voice box. It's biological recycling, making human characteristics out of discarded fish parts. This is something that every vertebrate does. Dogs, cats, birds, and lizards. We all start with the same fishy plan. For a few weeks, a human embryo looks a lot like a chicken or salamander embryo. For the first few steps, it seems like we're all following the same IKEA directions. This is why some people are born with little holes around their ears or cysts in their necks. That's simply your fish inside. Your body forgetting to completely seal off those old gill structures. Your body thought that breathing air and talking were more useful than purifying water. When you scare a baby and they put their arms out like they're embracing the air, it's not a coincidence. That's a million-year-old "oh crap, I'm falling" program. The Moro reflex is what it's called. Your infant is acting like a monkey. When we swung through branches, infant monkeys had one job. Hold on tight or you'll turn into a pancake on the forest floor. Baby had to grasp something quickly when mama monkey jumped. Evolution made this fear-grab reflex hardwired. Feel like you're going to fall. Put your arms out wide. Take anything. Even though the biggest drop for babies is from the couch to the carpet, they still do this. When a baby hears a loud noise, their arms go out. Fingers extended out, then a frantic clutching motion. They're trying to catch mom's fur, which isn't there. The baby doesn't know why. Their conscious mind isn't awake yet. This is just an ancient instinct. Going down. Get something. Where is the fur? This reaction goes away when the baby is about 6 months old, which is when babies from the past would have been strong enough to hold on. Your body has a clock. Okay. Turn off the emergency tree grabbing mode. A baby doing the starfish panic move is running software on a different piece of hardware. Number 2. The heating system in your body. When you're chilly, that shaking you can't control isn't your body breaking down. Your muscles are working out in a way that doesn't help them stay alive. When you shiver, your body is telling you that it will create its own heat. Every muscle starts to contract quickly and in small amounts. Not enough to make you move, just enough to use up energy and create heat. Your muscles are working out millions of times a minute. A workout that you can't see. Not to get big, but to keep from freezing. This system is really old. This was it before there were fires, clothes, or central heating. Your ancestors lived through ice ages with involuntary muscle spasms. It works all by itself. You can't just stop shivering because you want to. Your body says, nope, you're cold. We're doing this. It's a program that came before language tools and even our species. People today think shivering is a sign of weakness. Just deal with it. But your body knows better. Keeping you alive with a system that has been tested in the field for millions of years. If you're shivering at a bus stop, your muscles are dancing to keep you alive. The oldest rave in the world, with only survival as the beat. After a long bath, look at your fingertips. Those creases signify your body just gave you a momentary superhero grasp. It's not because you're soaking up water like a sponge. People used to think that pruney fingers were just skin that had been in water for too long. That's not right. This is something that is happening right now. Your nervous system changes the way your fingertips work on the fly. This doesn't happen if some nerves are hurt. This is something your body decides to do. Our ancestors needed to grab wet things, so evolution produced us fingers that look like raisins. Not dropping your phone in the toilet, but catching fish, climbing wet rocks, and gathering food in the rain. Things you need to survive. Those lines work like the treads on tires. They move water away, which makes them considerably easier to hold onto while wet. This was tested by scientists. People with pruny fingers can handle wet things much better. When things get slick, your body puts on rain tires. This change is really particular. It only happens on fingers and toes where you need to hold on. It only happens when they're wet for a while, and it goes away when they're dry. Engineering that is quite advanced. This happens to everyone, all over, by itself. A baby in Tokyo, a man who is old in Peru, a teen in Norway. Get their hands wet for a long time. Upgrade your grip right away. Those aren't just lines. Those are evolutionary tools that help you grip better. Your body is literally changing shape to keep you from dropping things. That's a power. That's all for now. I'll be doing videos like this again in the future. You have to subscribe to see them.